Cup champion Darren McCarty and the golden voice of Neal Ruhl. Sit back and relax. It's time for your daily dose of Big D energy.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Big D Energy right here on the Woodward Sports Network. My name is Neal Ruhl. That guy over there, that is Lindsey Hunter, NBA champion. Lindsey, what's poppin', man?
Friday, baby.
It's Friday.
It's Friday. I'm feeling good.
I know. Well, it's about to get even better. Excuse me. It's about to get even better. I'm getting choked up just thinking about it. BMG, Big Mike Gentry is here in the house as well. He's got his Lions training camp bucket hat on. That makes him official. We have Spencer Raxter here in the building as well. We are ready to go. Jump into that woodwardsports.com chat thread. Also, get your thoughts out there. We will interact with those as the show goes on. And it is a Big Package Friday, as a matter of fact. We have lots of big packages for you, and we're going to get into it all, Spenmo. But before that, first off, everybody here, a show-wide toast to Danny Raxter, father of Spencer Raxter. Happy birthday to you, Danny. We're in the 10-year bourbon in your honor. Cheers.
Happy birthday, Pops. Smooth. Silky smooth.
The Widow Jane, baby. How'd you like it, BMG?
He didn't try
I
it.
didn't do it.
What are you? Come on. For my dad, bro.
I can't do it.
It's for my dad.
Sorry, Mr. Extra, not today. But Neal, I do have a surprise for you.
What's that?
We have callers.
Oh, we do?
The lines are open. I came in early, sat with JB. We got it fixed. So if people want to call in today, we could do it for you.
All right, we'll do it this way then.
So we got the call in, but we didn't get the cushy headphones.
Correct, yeah. Wait, we're making, hey, Rome wasn't built in a day, Lindsey, all right? We're still going to get, pushed out of here after the show's over.
Lindsey.
There is no doubt about it.
I know we're not going to do callers either way, but I got it ready for you.
In the Woodward Sports chat, somebody said that I was calling for the Super Bowl for the Lions last night.
Were you?
Would you like to see the clip?
Let me
Yeah.
see it.
Legendary
This
clip.
They will pour the whole thing.
MVP, Senegal, MVP, Super Bowl,
Kirby Jones,
Olympic Neal, Warren Sapp 2.0.
Roderick Martin.
Who?
That's a big boy. That's a big boy coming in there. You think you're gonna be able to run up the middle of Roderick Martin?
Lions going undefeated. Undefeated, brother. They're taking it all.
There's no chance.
No chance.
Jordan Love, Justin Fields,
Pussy.
Kirk Cousins,
Pussy.
Get him up. Rain Dakota Prescott.
Pussy.
Get him out of here. This is Jared Goff's NFC this year.
This is Jared Goff. This
Hey, look around there.
is Ben Johnson. This is Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Antoine Green.
This is them all. The Lions are coming for everybody.
Brought to you by Swiss Insurance.
So there was that.
That was electric.
Yeah.
That was
I
electric.
like it.
That's what it's all about.
Instant reaction on the woodwardsports.com chat thread. Ryan's reaction. I remember the first time I did cocaine, too.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
D from the 313. What did I just walk into? I don't know either, D from the 313. I just walked into that, too. And I don't know what to think. Lindsey, is that enough for you?
Hey, spin is all in.
I'm all in.
Spin is all in. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Listen, Spinmo. The fact that the Lions have been the worst professional sports organization in the history of mankind, you have nothing to lose.
That's fair.
Like, you have nothing to lose. They've been the worst organization in all of sports. They've won probably two playoff games.
One since the 50s.
I was giving them two.
You overshot it by 100%.
So you have nothing to lose. They've never won. So you got to push the needle. You got to push the needle. You got to believe. If you get enough people behind you, it may inspire something different.
It's fair.
You never know. So go for it. We only live once.
Got to get it going.
Hey, we only
already
live once,
here.
baby. Let's go.
MPWMU says, say golf 3 times and easy will disappear.
That's true.
Is that what
That
you
is
click
true.
your heels into it and
Yeah.
easy disappears? Dan Wood, my eyes, my eyes. Mike G, Lucas was swole. Yeah, I think whatever substance was kicked in at that time. Let's just say it like that. People asking about the drinking. It's a salute to Danny Raxter's birthday, father of Spencer Raxter.
Happy birthday, Pops.
So that's
Chuck
why.
Brewer says, Lindsey, they do have titles in their history. Some teams have no titles.
Yeah, expansion teams.
Yo, what title do they have?
They have National Football League titles, not Super Bowls.
When was that?
They were the dominant franchise in the 50s.
Sorry, I wasn't born.
Yeah.
None of us were.
Right.
My
Bobby
mom,
Lane.
Lindsey, my mom wasn't alive.
See what I'm saying? Like,
The
what
last
do you-
time they won a title.
Who was that guy who said that? Chuck Brewer.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chuck. We weren't in existence then.
Sorry, Chuck. Danny G, I'm cracking my whistle pig right now. I love our audience. There is a segment of our audience that is drinking the whole time.
That's what it's
all
all-
week long.
that's what it's about.
It is. It's incredible. So
Cheers to you guys.
Salute, everybody. All right, so here's the deal. You put it out there, BMG. The phone lines are up.
Yes, they are.
Okay, guys, I'll do this with you. 12:36. The last segment, the last full segment of the show, 12:36.
Yeah.
Run it.
Yeah, my dad was alive when they won.
Mine was too. I think he was like 7.
Yeah.
Spence, how did the meat missile crowd do?
Me and Missile Crowd did well. Shout out to, they exploded the E&E chat with meat missiles. We got to think of something else for today.
Was E&E aghast at what
E&E
was going on?
aghast,
Were
yeah.
they really?
Yeah.
They bring it up?
Mans had to explain it to Ryan and Braylon.
and what was their thoughts?
Ryan loved it. On the outside, he loved it.
On the inside,
Yeah, on the inside,
he
he was-
hated
he
it
was
with the
dying
fire of
on
a
the
thousand
inside.
suns.
Oh, yeah.
I like it. I do. I like it. I don't condone it, but I like it.
I wholeheartedly condone it.
both things can be true. I know you do.
yeah.
You birthed it.
Oh, yeah.
You're like the strawberry pie for Strawberry Fest.
That's what it's
like
all
you're
about.
you're the one that started it. And there they are. Let's get the meat missile is
Meat
is
Missile
going.
shirts now available on WoodwardSports.com.
Yeah, absolutely. Sauce Gallagher, I'm sipping with you, fellas. Happy birthday, Papa Raxter. See, it's become a movement. Your dad's birthday has become a
Yes.
movement. Lindsey, cheers, brother.
Cheers.
Absolutely. Cheers. Cheers to Danny Raxter. On that 10-year today. It's Friday.
Cheers, Pops.
Yeah, it is. It's Friday. We're getting into it. Michigan State got a new locker room. That was like all the rage on
Yeah.
social media.
Yeah,
huh?
let me grab that video.
Oh, you have it in there?
Yeah, I
I
know
was
it's
just going
in
to
here
talk
somewhere.
about it from 30,000 foot.
I know it's in here
Like-
somewhere.
They know like the SEC does this all the time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Michigan fans are talking shit.
Were they really?
Of course.
Where the basketball facility locker rooms are off the chart.
Right.
Yeah, this is the Tom Izzo football building
All right, let's see it.
because he was a major donor.
Yeah, let's see it. All right, what do we got here?
Oh, look at the chairs.
Yeah, I do
Nice.
like that. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's nice.
I'm a big fan of the LED lighting too, man.
Yeah.
LED lighting makes stuff pop. I want to do some LED lighting for the deck, though.
But see, here's the difference, though. You see how overjoyed they are? LSU, Alabama, they just go.
They want a bigger TV.
That's
Yeah,
just
they
a
like-
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're walking around like, hey, where's the entertainment area? Where's...
Let's Go Red Wings Sparty says, is that the Ermanni and Edwards locker room? Yes, that's the same footage.
Yeah.
That's where they get ready to go do the show in the back. You're absolutely right. Mike G, did Mel pay for that locker room out of the $100 million contract? Nice.
Absolutely not.
Tom Izzo was a major donor. That's why it's named after him.
Yeah, which is, I will give Tom. You can't. Here's the thing: you can't question about Tom Izzo, man. He's for the program, like for the product.
Yeah.
For the university.
Oh yeah, he's the GOAT.
Yeah,
He's
he
the
is,
GOAT.
man.
He's the best. He's the biggest figure in the history of Michigan State.
Yes.
No doubt.
It is Tom Izzo. He's the man. Cool. I've talked to him a couple times. Once on the sideline, a couple times at his own campouts, and he's just the coolest guy, the nicest guy, and he's got the passion.
He just wants the Spartans to win, dude.
Yeah. Every sport.
In every sport, all across the board. So I do. I give him a ton of credit in that respect for putting his money where his mouth is. So there it is, and you can't question that. There is no doubt about that. And it's one of those things. I'm always hyped for the guys, Lindsey, because you played at Jackson State. You didn't have a locker room like that.
We had nothing.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
2 pair of shoes for the season.
Yeah.
I mean, we had nothing. My son's at Mercer, so I'm walking down there and I'm like, y'all got like therapists. They got
film rooms.
Oh, everything.
Yeah.
Like, dude, we had nothing.
And I got to the league, had decade-plus career, won chips.
With nothing.
So think about that shit for a minute.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, yeah, cool for them. Happy to see that. Football was back last night. Mm-hmm. I did not watch the beginning. Me and the fam popped up, and just like at 3:30 decided, let's go to the beach in Lexington. And
Nice.
just drove over to Lexington. I'm up Romeo way.
Yeah.
Lexington's like 50 minutes. So we went to the beach. And then, of course, a thunderstorm came in. So we had to leave a little bit earlier than we wanted to because it rains every day now.
Yeah.
But, whatever. The moral of the story is I didn't get back in time to, watch the beginning of it. But I flipped it on. I watched from the 2.5-minute mark of the second quarter into halftime. Football's back.
I watched the entire game.
You're a degenerate loser.
I know.
I was pissed because I was going to give the Browns out last night, too.
Yeah.
I was this close.
DTR looked good.
Here we go.
He did. I'm just
Here
saying.
we go.
I'm just saying. He's a rookie quarterback. He's going against. He's trying to make the team.
Does he start week 1?
Undrafted rookie. He was going against a bunch of undrafted guys trying to make the
he
team.
did.
So
He looked pretty
same
good.
kind of competition level, and he looked good. He was throwing blocks. Threw a great block to spring a touchdown run. Had some nice passes. Played a good game.
Are you calling for it? Starter over Watson week 1?
Not a chance.
Nah. Watson's going to start until he leaves.
Jim Schwartz was fired up. Jim Schwartz, the new DC for Cleveland.
Yeah, he's always fired up.
Yeah,
Who?
Jim Schwartz.
The Schwartz be with them?
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
The guy that was here?
The handshake.
Yep, absolutely. The
Yeah.
handshake guy, yeah. Low key, I didn't hate Jim Schwartz.
No, he was solid.
Yeah.
It's just, he wasn't. He's a fantastic defensive coordinator.
Yes.
Fantastic defensive coordinator. He was an RA head coach. Wasn't terrible.
Dan Wood said El Mago is back too. All right. That's when I know I have to get in. When people start doing with the El Mago stuff, I know that we have to go ahead and get into it. Look, it's Big Package Friday. 12:36. The phone lines will be open. Per Mike Gentry. He's gone on the line behind it. His reputation, while he eschewed 10-year bourbon, he said no to that. He did say yes to the phone line. So his character is out there. He has put himself on the line.
And he disabled his camera on purpose.
Yes, he did. He wanted to tap out.
No, that was disabled from the morning show.
Yeah, 'cause
Don't
you
worry.
You came
No,
in there.
so it's just not on us,
It'll be working by 2 o'clock.
without a doubt. But
Everything works
that's
at
a
2
different
o'clock.
story.
Everything works at 2 o'clock. You'll be broomed out of here, and they'll have JB Smoove in here, and he'll have everything fixed in about 38 seconds. So that's the way that it will work. But yes, 12:36. Rod, or whatever you call yourself in the chat, jump in. 12:36. We're doing it. Freestyle.
Let's go.
Anything you want. But until then, it's going to be a big. We're going to go right out of the deck, right off the deck at it with the Lions nickel package. When we come back, the phone lines, they need a guardian sometimes, don't
They
they?
definitely need a Guardian, and good thing we got it for you, because Guardian Alarm will offer you customized solutions from real experts. Their professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also have 24/7 professional monitoring. You can call them anytime, day or night, and know a Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. And of course, they have technology backed by people. Your safety and security is technology. It's been proven to work, and people who have been proven to care. So call them at 1-800-STAY-OUT. That's 1-800-STAY OUT, and let them know Woodward Sports sent you.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Big Boy Strawberry Fest has officially arrived, and we're here to show you the very best flavors of the season. Satisfy your sweet tooth with our deep-fried vanilla Oreos, strawberry hot fudge cake, and a slice of our classic strawberry pie. But that's not all. Cool off on a refreshing summer splash salad, or savor the flavors of our chicken Caesar wrap and strawberry bacon chicken wrap. And for breakfast lovers, don't miss out on our strawberry hotcakes or our mouth-watering red velvet waffle. Strawberry Fest is something for everyone. Celebrate the sweet season with us at Big Boy.
Can't get enough Woodward Sports content? Head over to woodwardsports.com right now for up-to-date sports articles and great entertainment news. We have the best writers, bloggers, and coverage all at your fingertips. Head to woodwardsports.com right now to experience all Woodward Sports has to offer.
Off and running, Big Package Friday, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl. The guy over there looking like LL Cool J, that is Lindsey Hunter. We have Big Mike Gentry in the house, Spencer Raxter, his dad, Danny. Happy birthday to him. We've been drinking some bourbon. It's Friday, man. We're cutting loose. We're going to drop the big packages in 3, 2, 1. All right, let's get out of the gate strong. The Lions nickel package. You guys know what it is, a nickel package. 5 questions about your Detroit Lions. Myself and Lindsey react. Spenmo on the 1s and 2s. Let's kick it.
All right, first question of the Lions nickel package. More receiving yards next season, or this season, Marvin Jones Jr. or Josh Reynolds?
I think it's going to be Josh Reynolds. I'm going against the trend, Lindsey. It's never what everybody thinks it is. And there's something to be said in the NFL, especially at the quarterback position. I'm sure this was your case. You made a career off of this. People are just comfortable with certain people.
Oh, absolutely.
That's why when you're a good basketball team, you go get Lindsey Hunter because you know what he's bringing to the party, and you set it and you forget it. Josh Reynolds is that to Jared Goff. That's why I am with Josh Reynolds on this. It's not popular, I know, but that's where I am.
No, I agree. I think he's he'll be a security blanket like every quarterback loves to have a couple of those, actually, if you're going to be a good team.
Right.
But I agree. I think Marvin will help sporadically, and he'll be a good locker room guy like he's been in a good leadership role and do what's needed of him. I don't think he'll be a constant guy out,
right.
that will be targeted. But I agree. I totally agree.
In the WoodwardSports.com chat thread, David Mentier says Reynolds is underrated in my opinion. You know what, David? I'm with you on that. People just kind of gloss over him here. He's important to Jared Goff, so i.e. he's important to the process here. Is that
Definitely.
fair?
No, more than fair. More than fair. We've seen unheralded guys rise to stardom because a quarterback is so comfortable with him that, they're targeted more than anybody else.
Right.
That's happened a lot, So, I don't know if he'll be a marquee guy, but I know he'll get his fair share.
No, there is no doubt about that. Second down,
Right.
Who do you got on that, Spenmo? You with me? Did I convince you?
Yeah, I think it's Josh Reynolds. I just they have that comfortability factor. We saw Josh Reynolds was a guy who got cut by the Titans, and then he comes to Detroit and he looks like a good receiver because him and Jared Goff have that connection. So when you're looking at deep balls down the field without Jameson Williams there,
Pause.
I know it's Marvin Jones is brought in to do some of that, but Josh Reynolds is going to be the guy that Goff looks for.
I would agree. Second down.
Second down, next question for the Lions nickel package. Who gets more snaps next year, James Houston or Romeo Okwara?
What my hope is that it's Okwara, believe it or not, because that means he's a contributing piece to this defense and somebody that just puts another log on the fire. We asked a question yesterday, Lindsey. We said, will the Lions defense be a top 15 defense? And unilaterally, I was like, yeah, right, right about there. If you want them to be closer to a top 10, then when you start working backwards from that, a guy like Romeo Okwara is a guy that becomes a piece of that, like a central piece of that. I hope it's Okwara. Houston, too, to hedge it, Houston's in that specialty role, kind of like the deep threat receiver of the defense, like passing situations, get to the QB, that kind of stuff. I hope it's Okwara, Lindsey.
Well, of course, for selfish reasons, I hope it's Houston, and I hope he really can step into a role.
Jackson State, stand up.
Of course.
Yep.
That he can step into a role and dominate even more and prove that he's a bona fide, pass rusher, like a guy that can play just more than a specialty role.
And I think, too, like, people forget with James Houston, they act like they act like he just came out of nowhere. And I guess to some degree he did, but people forget he was a big-time recruit in college. Big-time recruit.
Well, that's what happens when you go to, a smaller school. People tend to write you off and say, oh, this guy came out of nowhere. No, he didn't come out of nowhere.
He was at Florida, dude.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's what happens, and I'm just happy for him that he's really playing well, and hopefully he can flourish this year.
Fort Lauderdale, Florida, man. Football factory.
Yes.
Football factory. Third down.
All right, next question. Next question of the Lions nickel package. Who will have the fastest on-field time next season? I know they always do the miles per hour of guys running down the field. You got a couple very good options for the Lions. Obviously, Jamison Williams is up there. You got Jahmyr Gibbs up there.
Jamison Williams.
Khalif Raymond. He's going to be a guy that gets a lot of the kickoff and punt return, so he's going to have a lot of that straight line speed option. Is it Jamison Williams for you?
Yeah, because I'll never be able to unsee that game against Georgia in the SEC championship, where he was from a different planet. Like he looked like a European bullet train, man, going down. That was Georgia he was running away from. It wasn't like it was Michigan State, all due respect, or Michigan, all due respect.
We had a tough time in the
Just
college
say Big
football
Ten.
playoff.
Just say Big Ten.
It wasn't okay. Fine. It wasn't like he was running away. Pretend that one didn't happen. Edit that out in post editing. It wasn't like he was running away from a Big Ten team.
Right.
That was Georgia. He was doing that too. Right. And this all circles back to it, guys. Yes, rinse, wash, repeat. It's wash, rinse, repeat, I guess would be the steps. But anyway, that's where it all comes back to. It's freak shit.
Yeah.
He's a freak.
Right.
Can't be taught, can't become that. You are that or you aren't that.
Right.
He is that.
Well,
Tyreek Hill.
Think about it. With most of those Georgia receivers, when they come to the NFL, in the past, they didn't have passing quarterbacks. So you didn't know how good potentially those guys could be. They were just studs. But now, since Alabama has kind of changed the prototypical quarterback, they are really throwing the ball more. You see freaks like this coming to the NFL and doing well, becoming all pros. And hopefully that trend doesn't stop with him because he has all the intangibles. He has the speed, good size, and he's only going to get better.
The birthday boy, Danny Raxter, has chimed in. He said, what about Mims? And that is fair, too. Like, low-key, we all just glossed over Mims on that. Mm-hmm. But I've seen a real-life secretariat in the SEC championship game. I saw it with my own eyes, and I'll never unsee that. No, and it looks as though he's going to continue that in the NFL.
We're just watching some of the clips from camp. Everybody was poo-pooing him early on, and the latest clips has been tremendous.
Yeah, he's been balling.
The latest clips have been like...
And Dan Campbell said he's going to get a lot of preseason work.
Yeah, good.
So I'm excited for that. I'm going to a preseason game, so...
I was thinking I might slide down,
Who
too.
do they play?
Giants and Jags.
I don't think I'll go see that.
You don't strike me as a preseason football kind of guy, Lindsey.
If it was a better those teams, I don't care to see. And then they don't play. Most of the guys maybe play a series or two and then they sit.
Yeah, no, I get it. Here on Mark M makes a point in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Lots of speed on this team. When did that happen, by the way?
Yeah, it kind of.
You notice that?
Kind of sneakily happened.
For real. I didn't even think about that, Mark, until you said that in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread.
Yeah, I think if you look around and you look at all the Super Bowl contending teams, all of them have an element of speed.
Well, you have to.
Yeah, on either receiver, running back, somewhere. And that makes a difference, man. Especially when you got a quarterback that can put that ball on.
Have we ever been a fast team?
Not really. Not that I can remember.
Like. Never.
I think back in the day, Johnny Morton was fast, but he wasn't.
But he wasn't
fast like these guys.
He wasn't like you saw a clip of him running and you'll never unsee it fast.
Right. No.
Calvin was fast, but he was.
Calvin was fast, but he wasn't Randy Moss fast. Like when you saw Randy Moss catching him, you were like, that's different.
Like I always judge it by this. Like when you see somebody running down the field and the gap gets bigger as you know, like he runs away from people.
That was Randy Moss.
We've never had that I can remember.
No, because as great as Barry was, he wasn't fast.
He got caught from behind.
Yeah.
That people used to criticize him for that. I used to laugh at that shit.
Well, remember, they were criticizing him about that. Then the year he came back,
Barry was quick.
but he came back because he had worked on his, I guess,
Burst,
his burst more, and then he didn't get caught anymore after that.
Yeah. He was insanely, incredibly quick.
Yeah, James Hewitt says, Charles Rogers was fast.
Yeah.
He was
one
out of the league fast too.
Well, yeah, other reasons, but he was fast.
No, it doesn't mean it's not sad, but it did happen.
Yeah,
like,
no doubt.
You know,
No doubt.
it did
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
And that's part of the package, man. It is incredibly sad
right,
what
yeah.
happened.
Spartan
All right.
dog.
Spartan dog, man. 4th down.
Let me tell you guys this question. The 4th question of the Lions nickel package. Will the Lions have a top 5 offense? We talked about defense yesterday. Top 15. Will they repeat with a top 5 offense next season?
I say no.
I say no also.
Yeah, I think they'll be top 10. I can see them being top 10.
It's just such a the Jared Goff interception thing. Look, I'm a Goff fan. I think certainly when you look around the league at salaries, you guys have heard me say this a million times.
Right.
The percentage discount you get, he outperforms that salary discount. There's no
No
question
doubt, no
about
doubt.
it. Just to be in single digits in interceptions in the NFL
It's tough.
is so hard, man.
It's tough.
It's just it's
You can't
not
expect him to
no
do
no
it.
you can't predict that,
Yeah.
right?
My thing is this, though, because I like risk takers. So I don't mind if you're a quarterback and you're accurate and you're making big time plays, then you're gonna throw some interceptions. I don't mind that as long as you're making the big time throws. When it counts.
Unless you're Aaron Rodgers. He doesn't throw any interceptions. That shit is
Well, he's
wild.
just-
That shit is wild, man.
Well, people can talk all they want to. Aaron Rodgers is special.
Yes.
He's special. Like
No, he used to be special.
He's still special.
he'll be special this year.
They got you too, Lindsey? Okay.
No, they don't
3
have me.
MVP voting this year.
I've just watched him his entire career.
Guy's got 2 of the last 3 MVPs in the NFL.
Okay.
He's still special.
All right. You'll see.
Would you take him right now on,
Yes.
on the Lions team?
No.
Yes.
Oh!
Come
No.
on.
No.
on.
60 million? No.
Neal. No, he deferred that money, didn't he?
Yeah.
Nah, he did rip up the contract. Still no. No, I need a quarterback that can, throw for 300 yards in a game. Still. I need that.
Neal, he can do that.
He didn't last year. Not one effing game.
He had
See,
a thumb
people.
injury.
I know, there's always something, right? He was on a peyote trip. He had a thumb injury. He was engaged to Danica Patrick, and now is not, but now seeing somebody else. He was at the Rangers game and could. It's always something with
Neal,
him.
all those things are true you just said.
5th down.
Last question.
Stay on the clock.
Last question of the Lions nickel package. Who will lead the team in pass breakups next season?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still on Team Kirby for interceptions. I mean, pass breakups, right? Like it's got to be Cam Sutton, right? Has to be. That's why
Has
he's
to be.
here.
Right. He better be.
He led the league last year.
Led the league last
he
year.
better
And
be.
interceptions.
It
Combined.
rarely works that way, though.
Yeah.
It rarely works that way. I don't know. Cam Sutton, I guess. I'm probably giving away, like if we set lines on it, I'd probably be giving away some value because he'd be the over bet favorite.
Yeah.
But whatever. I don't have a better answer, Lindsey. I'm sorry. I don't.
That's fair.
I'm honest about it.
I would go with something too.
Steve Wild says, "Oh my God, bro, you don't criticize J-Mo, but critique Rodgers."
Here we go with this again.
Spenmo.
If I told you a player gets a 1 touchdown every 9 targets, would you think he's good? I would. I'd say.
Oh, you wouldn't call him a bust because of that?
No, I wouldn't. I would say it's pretty good.
And what about 3 touchdowns for every 9 targets, technically?
Yeah.
But you
Should be
can't-
4.
But you can't. Well, who's
He was underthrown on one where he was wide open in the end zone, and he had to wait for it, and the cornerback
Now, you know
got
what?
to catch up.
Now that we've got to that, that's so lazy to say, how are you going to replace 1 catch? You start breaking it down, like working backwards from it. 9 targets, and look at the impact.
Yeah. If he had the same amount of targets as Chris Olave last year he would have had 13 touchdowns
And been Rookie of the Year.
and been Rookie of the Year.
Well, who's calling him a bust?
People call him bust for sure.
He's See, I have
You
a
knew
problem.
what you knew what was happening last year. It was written in the cards that he wasn't going to play.
Right.
Surprised to get anything out of him.
Right. That
If you're mad about him getting suspended, I'm cool with that. You can be
Right.
mad at
Yeah.
Right. But I have a problem with calling guys bust this early in their career. Like, you know, that's just crazy to me. You can't call a guy a bust that even if he doesn't become an all-pro guy, if he's a constant, steady receiver, he's not a bust.
Yeah.
A Dirty Burrito says someone pushed Neal's trigger button. Not today, bro.
Shout out. What's this called?
Widow Jane, 10-year.
To the widow of Jane.
Yeah. Sports marketing agency. They help spread awareness about mental health and substance abuse. Their podcast called This Is the S Word helps address the stigma associated with seeking help. If you're struggling or some you know is struggling, go to thesportsma.com. Thesportsma.com. The sports marketing agency. They're here to help.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
It's the Randy Wise Celebrity Golf Tour.
You're a good coach, Tim. Oh, great shot.
Some of the biggest names in Michigan sports, and some, well, not so much.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, baby.
Watch episodes at woodwardsports.com. Neal Ruhl here for 5 Iron Golf. Think you can play some golf? How about beating a professional athlete? It's your Woodward Sports Thursday Night Golf League, live at 5 Iron Golf, presented by Mark White and Associates. 12 consecutive weeks. The most famous courses in the world played on state-of-the-art TrackMan simulators in 5 Iron Golf's new 25,000 square foot facility in downtown Detroit. Can you beat Darren McCarty on hole number 12 at Augusta National? I doubt it. What about outperforming Braylon Edwards on hole number 8 at Pebble Beach? Do you have what it takes? It's 5 Iron Golf. Go to 5irongolf.com today. On and pushing Big Package Friday. You guys know what it is. I already feel like the clock sped up and everything. It's just hard to keep up on the Big Package Friday. Big Package Friday. Keeping it football, everybody. The NFL nickel package. This one has a little Lindsey Hunter flavor in it, too. Let's go.
All right, first question of the NFL nickel package. Who is your worst to first team this year? There's always one.
There's always one. Absolutely.
Texans.
And Spenmo, you and I, from minute one, have called for this. We will, even before we said worst to first, we said if we were a free agent coach and we were sizing up what job we would take, it would be the Houston Texans. Mm-hmm. And I'm staying with it, man. I'm absolutely staying with it. Number one, they got all the conditions you need, right?
Yeah.
Kind of a mid-division. Mm-hmm. Check. They had incredible draft capital. We were laughing at the Texans on draft day. And then about 4 picks later, we weren't laughing anymore.
Yeah, that shit was insane.
It was absolutely insane. They got linchpins for the franchise in the first round of the draft. I'm with it on the Houston Texans. I think the Jaguars have kind of jumped the shark a little bit. Like I like Trevor Lawrence. Like I don't hate him. He's not a bust or anything. I really like Calvin Ridley a lot. Mm-hmm. However, ... I believe that because there is always one, and I think it can be the Houston Texans, Lindsey.
Yeah, the rookie quarterback, man. I like him. I think he's going to be great, but that first year, you look back at most rookie quarterbacks, they struggle a little bit the first year, no matter how good they are.
Well, you can struggle and win that division. It's not quite NFC South levels or AL Central levels, but it's still pretty mid.
Yeah, their division. I mean, it's not. Yeah, but if I'm gonna go with anybody though, I'm gonna go with Trevor Lawrence over those guys.
I get it. I absolutely
think Trevor Lawrence has it, and just watching him in that playoff game when they were getting totally annihilated, and he brought them back to win that game, I was like, okay, yeah, he's the real deal.
Jack Harrington says Texans for sure. Answer 14, Houston is tough. Dirty Burrito, jump the shark. Yeah, I think that Jacksonville has. Like, there's so much love for him now out there. Like, it flipped. I get it. 100%. I understand. But Steve Wild says you can't win with a rookie, bro. I was told you can.
No, you can, but I don't think you will.
I was told you can by 49ers fans. Stay tuned for a little more 49ers in there.
We proved it. We proved it.
Second down. We'll get to it.
Next question of the NFL nickel package. What's a success for Aaron Rodgers this year?
Well, I was told he's here to win the Super Bowl, right? Like, win the East, unseat the Bills, smash the Dolphins, win this division. That's what I was told. Mm-hmm. That's what I should expect, right?
Yeah.
He's 2 of the last 3 MVPs. That's what I've been told. So I expect a full-on Super Bowl victory. There's no other acceptable outcome. That's what I was told. Now, what you're going to get, I question their ability to even get to the playoffs, especially in that division, especially with Aaron Rodgers showing the signs of decline, was not dynamic in any form or fashion last year at any point in that football season.
Fair.
Was not. And
fair.
I have 17 weeks of data to support it. So, Lindsey, I was told it's Super Bowl or bust, man. That's why he's
why they
there,
brought him there.
even though he looks like Kazoo in that helmet. But that's what I was told. He does.
He does.
What's a success for him to you, Lindsey?
Super Bowl or bust. Like, that's why they brought him there. You know, they're getting him weapons. I think they're going to sign with the running back. They're going to try to go ahead and sign the running back soon. Mm-hmm. Who knows if they're going to go after another receiver? I'm sure they will. Yeah, I'm sure they will. That's why he gave all that money back. Mm-hmm. So, in doing all those things, what are they shooting for? They're going after it, which I like.
No, both things can be true. I agree.
After it.
I agree. But they're running into the exact same thing when they went the Brett Favre route, right? Where they were so desperate to go all in that they took a compromised asset.
Yeah, I you know, Brett Favre's a Mississippi guy. He's great. I just think Aaron Rodgers is just a different animal, man. He's just, you watch him play, you know he's just different.
No, you watched him play. He used to be different.
He's still playing.
I can't wait. That is going to be my storyline B of the season. I will watch the Jets all the time.
So he's falling off a cliff?
All the time.
Is he falling off the cliff? Has he fell off the cliff in your eyes?
Well, I mean, you can just look at it from the standpoint of performance last year. I just said he was not dynamic in any football game, and you cannot disagree with that statement.
No, I agree. He had a down year.
Yes.
He had some
and
injuries,
now, all of a sudden,
injuries.
at 40, it's going to get better.
He has nagging injuries, and he had no receivers.
Well, now he does. Chris Olave, right? That's what I was told.
That's what I'm saying. Now he has, you know.
So, hey, so are there no excuses?
No.
When it falls flat? Here's all I want. Here's all I want from the people. When he falls flat and they flame out, I just want you to say, you know what, Neal? You were right.
That could be my worst of first team this year.
You know what, Neal?
That's a good call.
They're not winning that division.
They very well could.
Did you see those? Did you see the highlights from their camp? They have some receivers that are going to get it.
Garrett Wilson's a dog.
You betting a car payment that they'll win that division?
No.
Okay, thanks. So you don't think
it's worst of first. That's not a car.
No. I understand that, but I'm saying, like, do you think they can win that division?
I think the Bills are cooked. I think last year was their last chance to actually go after a Super Bowl. Now they're paying Josh Allen $50 million. Stephon Diggs isn't happy. They still don't have a running back. Their defense is getting older. The Jets' defense is young and great. They were one of the top 3 defense in the league last year. Garrett Wilson was the best best rookie receiver in the league last year. You add guys like Mecole Hardman, Allen Lazard to that, and obviously Aaron Rodgers. Breece Hall coming back next year. Breece Hall was very good until he got injured.
I always hear it.
He got injured.
I always hear
it. He got injured.
I know. I always hear about Breece Hall.
Jets are going to be good. I'm with Abe on that one.
All right. Real quick, Chad Fisher, Dan Skipper signed with the Colts. I know, I was sad to see that. Dan Skipper's a great dude.
Yeah.
Great dude. Low key, he would be at all the veteran golf outing. Like, he would just show up. Like, it was wild. He's a great dude to talk to.
He's a giant human being, too. And another thing about the Jets, Mekhi Becton played last night, which is huge. If Mekhi Becton's healthy, he's going to be a good tackle in the league for a while.
I do agree with Mekhi Becton. Yeah. I do. 100% I do. All right, next down.
Next question of the NFL nickel package. Lindsey, will the 49ers survive not having a QB?
That's laughable. Spenny Mo, did you come up with that question?
No, I did.
So both you guys.
Yes.
Where did you get the
Where did I get? Here's where I got it from, Lindsey. Here's where I got it from, Lindsey. In the NFL playoffs, in the second half of the game, you guys had your running back playing quarterback. That's where I got it from. You sunk in all those assets to go get Trey Lance. I kept hearing about Trey Lance, but I never saw it. I heard about it a lot.
Broke his foot. He broke his foot. So
I know. I always hear about it, but I never see it.
But he broke his foot.
Okay.
So what do you want him to do? Play with a broken foot? He couldn't. He was out.
Okay. And then I know, right? Like everybody that came in got hurt. Like I understand that.
Whoa.
That's why I asked the question.
Brock Purdy
got hurt.
Was technically 8-0.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Got hurt, but he's back now. He's healthy.
Okay.
He's ahead of schedule.
Okay.
It's going to be the starting quarterback.
Okay.
What questions are there to ask?
And they got Sam Darnold.
As a third quarterback.
That's a better option than Juwan or whoever they
It's a better option than Christian McCaffrey.
Josh Johnson.
Yeah, much better than Christian
It's
McCaffrey.
a better option than Josh Johnson.
Yeah.
So our we're stable. We're more than stable at our quarterback. We have a second-year quarterback who's going to be a stud.
Okay, so the Trey Lance thing is over then, right?
No, it's not over.
Trey Lance is cooked.
He's going to be a backup right now.
Well, Lindsey, you know the old saying, if you got two, you got none?
We have one. We have a starter. We have Brock Purdy's our starter. Okay? Right?
Okay, so that's your guy.
Yes.
You're in there.
I'm all in.
So you're going to trust
I'm so in that if he didn't get hurt, we beat Philly and win the Super Bowl.
I think that I agree with that.
All in. We kick their ass and we win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And avenge our loss to the Chiefs.
If Brock Purdy didn't get hurt, they're probably
easy guy. Did you hear the follow-up on the end there?
I agree. I was with the 49ers last year. If Purdy didn't get hurt, I thought they would have won the Super Bowl.
And this will sound like I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth here, but you guys know my affinity for Nick Bosa.
Yeah.
I think he's one of the best football players in the National Football League.
No doubt.
Hard stop.
No doubt.
Like up there in the convo with any name you want to put up
doubt.
there. And I mean any name.
No doubt.
He's another guy. When you watch him, just watch him.
Jumps off the screen.
Next time you watch the 49ers, take 5 plays and just watch him. It's incredible the pressure that he brings.
Fred Warner's my favorite player.
And Fred Warner's a dog.
My favorite player in the NFL.
Beast.
And I give props to the 49ers because they did it the way they've always done it.
Mm-hmm.
Homegrown, drafted,
Yeah.
built.
Haufunga or however you say
Oh,
his
he's
name,
a
the
monster.
safety, that dude's a demon.
He's
out there.
a monster.
D. Price says the Eagles would have purged Purdy. LOL.
No, they.
No,
49ers
stop
would've
it.
won.
D.
They had
Price.
him in the game for the majority of it without having a quarterback. Like that defense is so good.
Number one in every statistical category.
Mm-hmm.
Number one.
Dorian Hurley says, Lindsey, you should be on a podcast in San Francisco. Keep the phone on you.
Yeah.
Dorian Hurley. Are you related to Bob Hurley?
All right, we got to
Relax.
sneak these last two in here real quick. Number fourth question of the nickel package. Does Mike Tomlin get his due respect?
No.
No, he doesn't.
No. You hear Steeler fans talk slander man, if we don't get in the playoffs this year, then what?
Dude, he's never had a losing season.
No, it's insane.
Coach, no other coach in the unless I'm wrong, Spinmo, correct me if I'm wrong. I've never heard any other coach in NFL history never have a losing season.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
It's insane. And he's dismissed.
Yeah.
He is.
Dude,
for
did
real.
you see who he was playing with last year?
I know.
Kenny Pickett, he's all right. And he was a rookie.
I know, right?
I think Kenny Pickett will be fine.
But he was a rookie.
He was a rookie.
Man, come on, man. That's crazy.
All right, next, final question.
You know what? Let's save that one to come back on the other side, too.
All right.
Because I already know where this one's going to go. And people aren't going to like it. And a move was made last night, in the evening last night.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I didn't like it either. And I want to address it, and I want to give it its proper time. Because I think that one's going to be a whole segment.
That's fair. And let me tell you guys about where Neal was this morning. And that's Lady Jane's, of course, because you can go to any Lady Jane's for an award-winning haircut.
Shout out, Beth.
Shout out, Beth. And automatically enter for your chance to win not one, but 2 vehicles of your choice, courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC Ferndale. That's right, 1 car for you and 1 for your wife, girlfriend, or best bud. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Since the dawn of moving people, Chevrolet has led the way. The world of transportation is changing. At Feldman Chevrolet, we are leading the charge forward. With every electric vehicle, every mile traveled, one Feldman at a time. The company that puts more Chevys on Michigan roads is now the #1 name for Chevy electric vehicles.
Gabby is a college student struggling to study for her big exam. Then she discovered Syntron, a healthy way for her to stay awake and focus. Jennifer frequently has chaotic days like this until she gets online, orders some Syntron, and finds her groove. April visited her local grocery store, purchased a case of Syntron, and entered to win the Syntron 100K Vegas giveaway. Pick up your case of Syntron today at any Meijer location or visit drinksyntron.com/Vegas and enter for the 100K Vegas giveaway.
Neal Ruhl here for the Academy of Warring. You can enroll now. Yes, school getting back in sesh, as the kids would say at Academy of Warring. They have the brand new state-of-the-art Sports Dome Fieldhouse. Has regulation basketball court, volleyball court, and soccer field. Also can be used for 7-on-7 football, K-8 education that features AM and PM latchkey, small classroom sizes, a learning street, futuristic media center, free breakfast and lunch, Houghton Mifflin curriculum, academic games, and K-8 athletics. Don't forget, Ermanni and Edwards will be broadcasting live from their carnival on August 24th. Come and meet the staff and explore your child's new school. The Academy of Warring is now accepting new enrollment. Go to academyofwarring.net and enroll today. Back at it, Big D Energy, Big Package Friday, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, Lindsey Hunter, BMG, Big Mike Gentry, Spencer Raxter as well. Shout out Danny Raxter.
Happy birthday,
His
Pops.
birthday.
Happy
We've been
birthday,
drinking the
Mr.
10-year
Raxter.
bourbon.
We're drinking to you.
Yeah, absolutely. There he is. Lindsey Hunter right there is all about it. And we did the NFL nickel package, and I decided that fifth down is going to be a segment when I saw what happened last night, because it is going to be a segment. And emotions are going to run high. So make sure you jump into that woodwardsports.com chat thread. Get your thoughts out there. And Shane D says Mike Tomlin gets a lot out of a little. Most underrated entity in the National Football League. Player, coach, GM, whoever. Most underrated entity he is. But here it is, Benmo. Fifth down.
Fifth down. Fifth question of the nickel package. Who finishes second in the Lions division this year? So who's second in the NFC North?
Assuming the Lions win the division. Lindsey, I think it's going to be the Chicago Bears, man. I know that I have been nailed to the cross, and I will be, put across the chat thread right now for that.
Stop Bears.
I know it. I understand it. I know what I'm walking into. I'm a lot higher on Justin Fields than most are.
Dude, I love him. We should have drafted him.
Justin Fields is a dog.
Dynamic athlete.
We should have drafted him instead of
he can't
Lance.
throw. He is a dynamic athlete.
The crazy thing about it, at Ohio State, that's all he did. He never ran.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
I was shocked how much he was running in the NFL, but he's running for his life. He didn't have an offensive line.
Here we go. Steven Syra. Fields is one hit away from being RG3.
Oh.
Everybody in this league is. So is Mahomes.
Yeah, right.
And by the way, for the crowd that was sleeping last night, Yannick Ngakoue signed with the Chicago Bears as well. And Spenmo, they got your boy, Trey Edmonds from Buffalo.
And they drafted Javon Dexter. I wanted him out of Florida.
There were problems, Spenmo.
Yeah, their secondary is still pretty weak. Well, their cornerbacks are. I like their safety combination with Jaquan Brisker and Eddie Jackson. I think that's very solid, but their cornerbacks are kind of weak on the outside. Obviously, their offensive line still needs some help. We don't know what Darnell Wright's going to be just yet. But, man, they got good receivers. They got good linebackers. They just drafted the only guy in the NFL to have 8+ sacks in 8 straight seasons. The past 8 seasons, he's at 8+ sacks. Like, he's a dude. Saxonville, Yannick Ngakoue. Like, the guy is a problem for a reason. So, it's pretty scary. I don't know if I'll put them at second just yet, but I think the Bears can win 7-8 games next year.
I think they could even go north of that. I believe that they can. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Ethan S. says Fields still hasn't thrown for a 300-yard game in his career. Well, Aaron Rodgers never ran for over 1,000 yards in a season either.
He was like 5th in the NFL
in rushing yards. In rushing, and that's enough.
Yeah,
that is enough to get you by, especially when your defense is the way the Bears' defense has been built.
Right.
Why? Can I ask a question to everybody out there? Like, why? What's the instant dismissal of the Bears? Look at the moves.
Well, because people aren't accustomed to quarterbacks playing that way. You think about it. Baltimore's been playing that way, and they've been successful. And he's gotten really, really good at throwing out of the pocket as well as in the pocket as well as out of the pocket. So if I'm the Bears, I continue to go on this trend. I get him an offensive line that can sustain him a little more.
Mm-hmm.
And we teach him how to read it, how to go through his progressions, how to stay in the pocket a little longer. Don't just get so, happy feet and take off all the time. But the kid is, man, he's a big, strong, quarterback he can take hits more so than any of the other smaller quarterbacks. He'll be fine.
He's a big guy.
Yeah, he's a big dude. And he has a rocket arm.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Neal, soft feet. What round do you guys draft fantasy? What round do you draft Fields in fantasy football this year? And that's a good question.
He's going to be a top 3
He's up
quarterback
there.
off the board.
Yeah.
I think that's aggressive. But I'm a little more establishment when I do fantasy football.
You take Rodgers, right?
No, I would take him before Rodgers.
I don't like going quarterback that early, personally, in fantasy, but he's going to be a top 3 quarterback.
Yeah,
off the board.
it all depends how the board falls. Like, that's what it was with me. Like, the reason I had success last year, Saquon Barkley, 4th round.
Justin Fields will be a 3rd or 4th round pick for sure.
If the board dictates it, I'll take him in the 4th round.
Yeah.
If he's there and the board presents itself, I'm comfortable with that. Dynamic. And that's all you need to know, right?
Yeah.
Like, I love that my soft feet asked that question because that's, that's, when we talked about Matt Stafford's time in Detroit with the Lions,
right?
Throughout that time, when did he go in your fantasy drafts?
6th round.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. You can get Kirk Cousins in the 7th round every year.
Every year. Like, that's my point about it. And no, fantasy is not real life. I'm the one that championed that phrase. I invented that phrase.
Right.
But that gives you an idea, though. That gives you some insight into how dynamic the player is. So for me, like, that's a good indicator. And he can't throw, I've been told. And he's going to go.
He's got receivers now.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not just that. And Lindsey, I haven't heard one person say what you just said about him in college.
But that's the truth.
I know. I know, right?
Because I watched him. I was a fan of him. I was like, this dude is going to be good. Because I was hoping the 49ers would take him.
And I've been looking for more. LFG says Vikings, but the Bears are growing up fast.
Yeah.
Vikings are done.
I think the Vikings are done.
They're done.
They
Kirk
lost so
Cousins
many good
always
players.
does this. He plays well his first couple of years. He's, they lost Dalvin Cook. I mean, they still got that outstanding receiver.
Yeah.
But
I'm a big Khalil Herbert guy.
I like Khalil Herbert too.
I do too. I like him a lot. Like, if you would have, say it was Khalil Herbert instead of David Montgomery for the Lions, I'd have been hype about that too.
Yeah.
Like, let's do it real quick, right? Like, Khalil Herbert, fan. I'm a fan.
Me too.
DJ Moore. I like DJ Moore a lot.
I'm a fan. Darnell Mooney. I'm a fan of Darnell
We just
Mooney.
went through all the defense. You see what I'm saying, Spenmo?
Yeah.
Like, start working backwards here. I don't understand. And I'm not I'm not saying the Bears are going to win this division instead of the Lions. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
They're a threat, man.
They are. Answer 14 said, it may be enough to get you respectable, but it isn't good enough to win a championship. Running QBs equals short careers, 0 championships. Mahomes is not a running quarterback. I beg to differ because we've seen running quarterbacks win Super Bowls. What's the guy out in Seattle who used to be out in Seattle? Didn't he win a Super Bowl?
Russell Wilson did. Steve Young won a couple Super Bowls.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that matters as much as the composition of the team.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you have a great defense.
Well, and here's Lindsey. William Rhodes says the Bears don't need him to be Lamar, and they don't.
They don't. They don't.
They need an offensive line.
Right.
I'm not really scared about the Bears until their offensive line is wrapped up. They got a good piece this year, but they need a couple more.
Big Con 51, Neal. If Love plays better than Rodgers did last year, because he did play bad, how do you not pick the Packers? Because I think Love sucks.
Yeah.
That's why.
I'm not a Jordan Love guy either.
I haven't seen enough of him to know if he sucks or not.
That's my point.
I don't think he sucks.
Yeah,
I
don't think he
he's
sucks.
great.
I will see.
I think he'll be like what Aaron Rodgers was last year, just with more interceptions.
So no 300-yard games either from him.
Probably not.
Trash. Packers are dead. They're dead.
Oh.
They're dead.
I don't know.
Dead
man.
and gone.
I don't know if I can say they're dead. They still have a great defense.
Jack Harrington, Neal hates the Packers, confirmed. Correct.
Yeah, I hate the Packers too. Fuck the Packers.
Correct. I hate them all. I hate the Bears. I hate the Vikings. That stupid helmet where those horns like come to a point in the back. That stupid horn they blow in their stupid stadium. All of it stupid.
Yeah, I've never been a Fudge Packer fan myself.
The downtown area, how it has to be connected with tunnels because it's so cold. F that whole place, man. Yeah. I hate everybody in our division. That horn is stupid, man.
The horn is stupid for sure. I'll say the Vikings are the team I hate the least.
Not me.
Yeah, I know.
I probably hate the Bears the least because I respect what they're doing there right now.
That's fair.
I have to. I don't think that you have a choice but to respect what they're doing. I respect what the people at Dispo are doing too.
Always respect what the people at Dispo are doing because they do it the best, and you can experience the true meaning of exceptional cannabis products with Dispo Dispensary. All you got to do is go down there and check it out. Indulge in the finest selection of cannabis curated with care. With over 12 locations, including their new location that is now open in Whitmore Lake, Dispo is never far away. All you have to do is visit disposhops.com today and unlock a world of endless possibilities in the realm of cannabis. That's disposhops.com, your local cannabis plug. And at the Romeo location today, T-Burgers are back. So if you want to try the best burger while indulging in the best cannabis, go to Dispo Romeo today.
Man.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
The sports marketing agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zaniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
Can't get enough Woodward Sports content? Head over to woodwardsports.com right now for up-to-date sports articles and great entertainment news. We have the best writers, bloggers, and coverage all at your fingertips. Head to woodwardsports.com right now to experience all Woodward Sports has to offer.
When buying or selling real estate, flexibility and control over the sales process is key. Sellers, how would you like the freedom of canceling your listing agreement at any time for any reason with no penalty? That is exactly what Mark White and Associates offer. It's called the Minute-by-Minute Listing Agreement by Mark White and Associates. Try Mark White's risk-free minute-to-minute listing agreement today. Look to buy or sell real estate? Visit markwhitesells.com or call 248-290-8242. markwhitesells.com, where flexibility meets success.
Pulling up on the second hour of the show, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. I'm Neal Ruhl. That's Lindsey Hunter. BMG, Big Mike Gentry. He's back there. Trust us. We have Spencer Raxter as well. We got a little bourbon going in the studio today in honor of his dad's birthday. Danny Raxter, happy birthday to you. Subscribe to the Big D Energy podcast for Danny Raxter's birthday. What should they do after that?
5-star.
Give it a 5-star review.
70-star.
70-star if you can do it. Leave a review. Make fun of Sam Flannel. Talk about how great the show is when Flannel's not here. He's not.
71-star.
He's not. And things are going very, very well, as it were. WoodwardSports.com chat thread, just some reaction to the Big Package Friday. Chris Evans says, Fields, Vic, Jackson are all examples of running quarterbacks, and they don't win Super Bowls. Well, look. Name a receiver Lamar's had. Name a receiver Mike Vick had.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Lamar had no receivers.
The organization, they were good enough to win MVPs. You know what I'm saying? Like, their organization. You got to have both.
Yeah.
Like, guys, let's cut this shit with all this, right? Like, you know, you have to have both. You have to. You got to have an organization, and you got to have talent at the quarterback spot.
I guess Trent Dilfer was a gunslinger.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I hate doing that.
Yeah, me
Because
too,
I
but-
hate going to unicorn examples.
Right.
Like when people take Gino Torretta in the 6th round of the draft, and they tell me, well, you know, they took Tom Brady in the 6th round. You know, I hate unicorn
Tom
examples.
Brady, bro. It's one of one.
You take a quarterback in the 6th round, you have just thrown away your draft pick.
Unless it's Brock Purdy.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. It's got to answer the questions.
You were not entertained this past season with those 8-0?
All I know is I saw Christian McCaffrey playing quarterback.
Dude, he got hurt.
That's part of it.
Exactly.
You can't fault him for getting hurt.
Right.
I'm not faulting him, but it's part of it. Both things are true. I cannot fault him, but you still got to be there. It's not like he chose to go get injured.
Right.
That's fair.
Okay?
All right.
That's it. That's all.
You guys ready to take a trip to the Spenny Sportsbook? Or
Yes,
you
we
do
are.
College football nickel package.
No, we're going to do the Spenny Sportsbook.
All right, quick hitter Spenny Sportsbook. First line on the Spenny Sportsbook. Over under 1,100.5 receiving yards for Amon-Ra St. Brown.
You keep doing this, and you keep juicing it, and you keep juicing it.
It's at 1,000.5 right now. I thought that was disrespectful.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You keep juicing it, man. Hey, question for you, BMG. You're good for this.
What's that?
What's a David Montgomery 10 or over touchdowns parlay with Amon-Ra St. Brown over 1,000 yards?
I don't know if you can do that.
I don't think you can.
I don't think
No,
you can
then
do
your
that.
sports book is bullshit. All right. 11. We're starting to get aggressive, Spenmo.
1,100.5.
I was with you. I got the hammer out, the Stanley hammer, and broke the desk on over 1,000.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
It is. I have a get right. A 4.5 to 1 get right with David Montgomery getting double-digit touchdowns.
Yep.
I will not break the desk with a hammer on the over this time, but I'll say it over?
I'm saying over too.
Like over. Over? Over.
You just got to get over 1,100. I think it's possible.
I can't. We're getting aggressive though, Lindsey. I'm not comfortable going anything above that. I'm not. What do you got, Lindsey?
Well, he's gonna be the guy until J-Mo comes back. So you very well could see over 1,100. I wouldn't doubt it.
How about this? DNC-ENT, David Montgomery 10-plus touchdowns is plus 350. Not yesterday.
Not yesterday.
When we were on the show. And the reason it's plus 350 and not plus 450 is the streets found out that old Uncle Neal is going to get you right on 4 to 1.
That's facts.
The streets changed that line. The get right changed that line.
What a bomb.
Old Uncle Neal.
That is pretty crazy.
When old Uncle Neal talks, people run to their phones.
Yeah.
And the streets mobilize.
Gets me right every time. Pause. I'm just saying.
No question about it. DNC-ENT says St. Brown 1250 plus is plus 300. That's a healthy parlay right there. If you had a real sports book and you could parlay those things. Lindsey, you going over 1,100 yards with him?
I'm going over.
I am too. Your conviction makes me have more conviction about it too. We're over. All right, Spenmo.
All right, next over under for the Spenny Sportsbook. Over under 825.5 rushing yards for David Montgomery.
Over 825.5. Under. All those Jamal Williams touchdowns yesterday will become property of David Montgomery. You can't get yardage if you're running them in from 1 and 2 yards out all the time. You can't.
Who did that for the Lions last year?
I think I want to say over, though. I do. Like, my gut wants to say over. But I wonder, because Jahmyr Gibbs never had a 1,000-yard season at Bama.
Yeah, but that's different.
I know.
That's different.
I know it's different. I know. But, like, Andrew Klingerman says over. He's our bell cow.
His line is 725.
Yeah, I'm going under.
So,
because I think Gibbs is going to be a stud.
At the Spenny, here's what I'm going to do. And you guys have heard me do this before. At the Spenny Sportsbook, I'm betting under. And then at the BMG Sportsbook, I'm betting over. And I'm going to trap them and win them both.
Oh, there you go. I like that.
That's what I'm doing right there. It's not a you thing, Spenny.
It's fair.
It's just the math that presents itself. It's a money-making opportunity, Lynn. Do you like that play?
I like that.
There you go. We can't lose.
Win-win.
We can only lose the juice. That's it. All right, Spenmo, next one.
All right, next question of the Spenny Sportsbook. Over under 6.5 touchdowns for Jameson Williams.
Over under 6.5 touchdowns. Mike G wants to know, question about the Spenny Sportsbook. Do they require you to be shirtless?
Definitely.
Yes.
Okay. 6.5 touchdowns for J-Mo.
I'm going over.
6.5 in 11 games,
what
right?
I've been seeing in camp.
10 games.
What I've been seeing in camp, I'm going over.
Is he going to get the targets?
He's going to have to.
Well, he gets a touchdown every 9 targets, right?
He does.
So will he get enough targets? How many targets do you think he'll get?
He's going to play, 11 games?
10 games, right? He's
10
suspended
games.
for 6.
Yeah.
So he'll play he'll play 11. You're
11
right.
games, so
100?
no. Maybe 60.
60? That's all?
5 targets a game.
You got to get more than 5.
I need him to get a touch running the ball once a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, ending around. Receiver screens. Yeah, they got to be creative with it. When you got a guy that dynamic, if you watch how they used Randy Moss back in the day with those receiver screens and all those, different types of ways to get him the ball, we got to do J-Mo like that. You got to get him the ball, man.
Mark McCormick says, will he touch the ball more than 7 times? So 7 touchdowns. That's an easy one.
It's fair.
All right. When you target him.
It's fair.
When you target him 11% of the time. You're going over. It's aggressive, but for the culture, I'll do it too. I'll do it for the culture. I won't go all in on it, but I'll do it for the culture.
I'm all in on it. I'm going over.
I like it. Next question of the Spenny Sportsbook. Over under 10.5 interceptions for Jared Goff.
Over. Sad, to quote Metallica, sad but true.
Yeah.
It's just, you can't ask. Lindsey, you can't ask. What do people want? He had 7 last year, right?
Yeah, which is insane.
It's insane.
Well,
I would just bet it. I would bet the over on principle.
Yeah, I'm going over too. But if he is targeting J-Mo a lot more, and we're spreading the ball around, then he's gonna have more interceptions because he's gonna have give guys more opportunities. I don't mind that as long as he's productive. Who cares?
I agree. I think it'll be 11 or 12.
Yeah.
Not too crazy over, but over.
No, he can still be great.
Yeah.
Like, he can still have a great season. He can still have the best season of his career and throw 11, 12
Exactly.
interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
10.5 is such a fine line to walk, though, man. Like, that is aggressive. Rusty Shackelford, Goff will be handing the ball off more than we think. Rusty, that's a good call by you, my friend.
I do agree with that.
I think we will run the ball far more.
Especially the first 6 weeks of the season.
I think we will run it far more, especially with Panay getting that gold jacket.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot wait.
I can't believe you didn't make the top 100 list, man.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to live tweet games, and I'm only going to tweet every time Panay is 3 yards or further down the field.
Yeah, pushing somebody down the field.
Yeah, pushing them that way.
Yeah, that way.
All right.
That's fair. Last question of the Spenny Sports book. Over under division wins for the Lions this year, 5.5.
So you're calling 6-0?
I'm just
No,
saying.
I can't do that. I can't do that on principle, man.
What about 4.5?
They won 5 last year.
Right.
That's still a big ask,
And
man.
they got better.
5.5, no. I would definitely bet the under. I only got to win 1.
Lose 1, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But aren't they? They're going to win a division for sure, right?
Yes.
Yes.
What's the holdup, Neal? Shit, it's run the table.
3 division road games in the NFL, man.
Against 2.
Oh, I was told that the Vikings are great. That's what I was told, right? The second place Vikings.
They're not great.
I was told Jordan Love's really good.
By whom?
You heard me read them.
Those were just people talking. Jordan Love is. I mean, we don't even know what Jordan Love is. Do we? Has anybody seen enough of him? Who saw him in college? Anyone?
Well, he played in the WAC, right? Or he played in the Mountain West, right?
Yep. Did anybody see him? I haven't heard anybody say anything about him.
I did, but I'm a sicko like that.
What did they say?
He was He was just another guy. Like
See
I
what I'm
never,
saying?
It wasn't like when I watched Anthony Richardson play,
no, right.
like appointment viewing against Will Levis, where I set aside time in my Saturday night.
You watched that?
I watched the whole
horror of
damn
a game.
thing. No, I was told that these are the best two quarterbacks college football has to offer. I watched it.
Mel Kiper said that Will Levis was the best quarterback in this class, bar none. Well, he was hurt a little bit. Will Levis was really good. He was hurt a little bit. When he gets well, he's going to show these people that he was the number one quarterback. That's what I heard.
Yeah, and they would cut him if they could right now. Already, it's a disaster. They're like, well, we got Malik Willis. Right, Spenmo?
Yeah.
He's still alive, baby.
Yeah, he's still alive.
How about this by
the
a dirty?
dream isn't dead.
How about this by a dirty burrito? Plus 2,500 at FanDuel to run the division, to go 6-0.
I'd throw a bucket on that.
He said, I just put 50 on it.
Woo! That's a nice bet.
At 25 to 1, little
like
12 and a
that.
half hundy coming back.
I like that.
Chuck Brewer said, Lindsey, you just talked up Fields for a whole segment, so you don't have the Bears winning a game at home. I said second place.
Yeah.
Listen, Chuck, second place.
I like that. 2,500 to run the division, huh?
They have a special on the Lions right now, Neal. I want to get your thoughts on
Yes.
this. The Lions to rush for a touchdown in every regular season game is plus 6,000.
Throw
60 to 1.
on that.
You can't.
Gentry,
Like,
throw $10 on that for me.
you can't. You Spenmo,
Throw
you're
$10
lighting
on it for
$10
me.
on fire.
It's worth it.
You're lighting $10 on fire.
To a rushing touchdown every game?
Any NFL bet
That's
that has the word every
Yeah, that's
in
tough.
it.
Yeah.
No.
Throw $10 on it for me, Gentry.
You better tell him to hit you with that Venmo, son.
I got it.
Oh,
I'll do it.
Venmo
I'll
you.
do it for my guy.
I'll Venmo
I'll
you.
do it for my guy. No problem.
Plus 6,000?
If I bet 100 on that, how much I'm winning?
It's 60 to 1.
Watch it come down to week 17 against the Vikings.
it's some
100.
Jared Goff breaks out of the pocket
And
for
fumbles.
a 9-yard scramble touchdown.
And Spenmo wins, and he gets a golf jersey.
I'd get the tattoo. Yeah, I'd get the jersey.
You get the tattoo.
If Jared Goff, if that is the scenario, if it comes down to week 17, I need the rushing touchdown, and Jared Goff busts off a 10-plus yard run.
Oh, no.
For a touch. It can't be a QB sneak.
Okay.
He's not.
5.
So a 7-plus
Sure,
yard
okay, sure.
rushing
That's
touchdown.
a fair compromise. You'll get this 16
I'll
tattoo.
get 16 on...
On your bicep?
Yeah. I'll get it right here.
Hey, to put this in perspective, they have another bet on here. Jared Goff to score 5 rushing touchdowns in the
Plus
regular.
$1 million?
Yeah,
No,
plus 20,000?
Plus 4,000. It's better odds than
That's ridiculous.
like Jared Goff's not rushing for 5 TDs.
No.
Like no fucking way.
James Hewitt just says Spenmo.
If it comes down to it, like I said, very strict parameters. The bet has to be intact until week 17. And in week 17, Jared Goff has to have a 7-plus yard rushing touchdown. And I'll get a 16 tattoo right here.
Those are the stipulations.
It's not going to happen.
Anytime you have
What
a
if I
bet
had
that says
16
every,
on my body
dude.
twice? Oh my god.
On your bicep and under your
Yeah,
ear.
that would be.
And then they ride that lightning onto
Honestly,
the Super Bowl.
I would be so happy. I would be making what, $6,000, and the Lions win a Super Bowl. I'd live with it. I'd be extremely happy.
You would do it right now.
Yes, I would do it right now.
If that was guaranteed, you would get 2 16 tattoos on your body.
1,000%.
We would call them in now.
1,000%.
We would call him in now, and he would do it. This is so... This season, bro.
Yeah, it's juiced.
How'd you like to see famous athletes like Jim Harbaugh, Darren McCarty, and Braylon Edwards play golf with average Joes? Thanks to Randy Wise Automotive and Woodward Sports, you can do just that. It's the Randy Wise Celebrity Golf Tour. Make the wise choice with your next automotive purchase and go to any Randy Wise Automotive dealership. Go to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. The Jim Harbaugh episode is up. You can watch Jim Harbaugh play golf. I know you guys want to see it, so make sure you go to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. It's a Randy Wise Automotive Team Celebrity Golf Tour.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today. ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Keeping it pushing, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, Lindsey Hunter. BMG, Big Mike Gentry, Spencer Raxter here in the building as well. Little Bourbon Friday, little Big Package Friday as well. Brendan Harris, Neal with the shirt of the day. Shout out Vipers, that's right, Turner Cup champions.
I think my shirt's better, but it's all right. New season's been fire. Shibuya arc starts pretty soon. Aaron
Tackett says, 5-iron golf, baby, let's go. Yeah, 5-iron golf, man. Run through there. Mention promo code Woodward when you check out. Get you 50% off. Shane Sandrock, just with a meat and a missile. So there is that as well. Let's go Red Wing Sparty. Woodward Sports Vipers merch crossover, please. Never forget Woodward Sports Vipers logo. We could do that. All right, let's do... all right, here's the deal. College football nickel package, NBA fast break because Lindsey's here, and then your phone calls. That's per Mike Gentry, and that's a show. And then we're off into the weekend, and we've already laid the groundwork, Spenmo, if you know what I mean.
That's what it's all about.
That is what it's all about. All right, let's get a college football. God, I love it.
First question of the college football nickel package, the Big Ten looking to add more members. Do Oregon and Washington do anything for you to tip the scales?
I don't know. Like, it's cool. The Nike bit, that's a great bit, right? Like with Oregon. Does Washington do anything for it? Like, I know that they pop up and go to the playoff every so often, but then they also drop down and lose to Montana State at home because they did that too.
Well, Oregon used to be the hot thing because they had the excitement, the uniforms were dope, but they've just been another, good teams ever so often. I don't think they do much. They don't do much for me, neither one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. It doesn't. I don't see what the fascination is.
I don't either. It's just, and Lindsey, you know this, right? Because when you go out there, like we've gone out there, we've played at Oregon before, we played at Washington before. When you're out there, you just feel like you're disconnected from the rest of the world, dude. You do. It's real, man. Like it for real. It's just like I don't know. We're talking about college football here. Are you clamoring? Like, I'll watch Oregon at like 10 o'clock on a Saturday night if I'm at the crib, and but they're not Oregon like that. The spread off, the Chip Kelly and all. Like that used to be appointment viewing.
Everybody wanted to watch it.
100%. And the uniforms are cool. Like they do everything pretty cool there.
Right.
But it's just like, I don't know, I guess, right? Like, get them in there if you're Oregon and Washington. And look, the Big Ten's about business. They've proven that. They're going to get them to take less money to go there. I understand all of that. I don't hate that or whatever. But it's just they don't do anything for me. They don't add any juice.
Not me either. I don't see the fascination.
If anything, it's only going to hurt you because you've proven your teams can't win there when they travel there. All of them.
Right. Right. I wonder how it's going to affect basketball. That's what I want to know. Like, are they going to... It doesn't do anything either way, either sport to me.
No, it really doesn't.
Right. Stay where you are.
Let's go Red Wing Sparty. Call me crazy. I'd rather have Iowa State than either Oregon or Washington. All right, you're crazy. Let's stop. Iowa State. I love Troy Davis and Seneca Wallace as much as anybody else, but let's be real.
Seneca Wallace, the man.
You know who went to Iowa State, don't you?
Monte Morris.
Who else?
George Niang.
Purdy.
Oh, Brock Purdy, yeah.
George Niang.
I called this game in college before when he was there. He was nice.
He's solid.
Yeah.
He's a solid bench player for sure. Yeah. Next question of the college football nickel package. Do you guys fear USC coming into the Big Ten?
And that's like more of a Big Ten. I'll tell you what, going back to what I just talked about, if you're Michigan, you don't exactly have the best track record going out west when you play. They don't. Whether the fields are crowned or it's a home game for the Pac-12, it'll actually be a home game for the Pac-12 this time.
Yeah, but Michigan's different now. I think they're much better than they used to be. I mean, not national championship different, but they're definitely an elite team, and I don't think it doesn't bother them to go out USC. USC been okay, but they haven't been nationally okay, So, and Michigan has. I don't think that bothers.
They've been the same to me.
Who, USC?
Yeah, like they like their names and stuff like that, and.
Yeah, but they're not like they used to be when they had Reggie Bush and they had all the studs.
Well,
You know what I'm
they
saying?
got the Heisman winner. They got Lincoln Riley. They got a lot of sizzle. Lincoln Riley's been a guy. Lincoln Riley's been very Big Ten-esque, where he would get teams to the playoff and then get their teeth kicked in. But that's what they've done. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a lot of Spider-Man meme with me. Like they're all kind of the same. And it's tough to go out there and win, man. It just is.
It is, but I think Michigan can handle it.
Uncle Neal's soft feet. USC is mid. Jack Harrington. Lincoln Riley is a big game choke artist. When does Harbaugh get that? When does he get that? What when? Like for real? Because I've said it about Lincoln Riley, but I say it about Jim Harbaugh too. Spenmo, am I out of touch? Am I out of turn with that or no?
I don't think so. I think that's pretty fair.
Like at some point you got to rise up and beat somebody, man.
Or win a bowl game.
They beat Ohio State, so that's
but somebody somebody relevant, like nationally relevant.
Well, Ohio State's nationally relevant.
Yep.
But they're the same as you.
They're taking baby steps. They beat Ohio State. They got over that hurdle. Now they're trying to get over the national championship hurdle.
They're going to be pissed when they see LSU in the first round of the college football playoff. I'll tell you that.
Mark, here we go. I'm going to do this comment, and then we're going to move on, although we're not. Mark, USC can't play any defense. Michigan will run for 800 yards. Let me rerun that comment. TCU can't play any defense. Michigan will run for 800 yards. I believe he sent that same comment.
That was the narrative for sure.
Okay.
I was part of it. I thought Michigan was going to blow out TCU.
Dude, so did every Michigan fan. They just totally looked over.
Yeah.
They
I should have learned because I thought they were going to hold their own against Georgia the year before.
Fletch lives daily. Never good enough for Neal. Fletch, I've been very consistent about this. Go win a chip. Anything short of that's a failure. You think Alabama is like, hey, we got to the playoff. We didn't win, but that's good enough.
We beat Auburn.
Yeah. I just want to win Auburn. The rest will take care of itself.
Yeah.
No. I've been very consistent. All right, next one.
Next question. Will Coach Prime work in Colorado?
Yes.
What do you mean? Will it work?
It won't year one. It'll be rough this year.
Hell yeah, it's going to work.
It's going to work. I think it'll be good this year. I don't think it'll be great. I think it'll be good though. They've got a lot of. They've been.
I know their over/under's like 4.5. They got a murder schedule, man. Schedule.
He's been stealing a lot of talent, dude.
I'd go to Colorado in a heartbeat.
So would I. Yeah, no doubt. They got a murderous schedule. They play Nebraska, Big Ten Power Nebraska this year.
That's true. Cornhuskers.
How are you supposed to compete with that?
I don't know. One of the most legendary college football programs of all time, which is true, but not in the past 20 years. When's the last time Nebraska was good? When Sue was there?
Yep.
They weren't even good then.
Yeah.
They weren't. Let's go Rebbing Sparty. Prime will work anywhere. Fletch lives daily. Prime will scare his own son away from Colorado. I don't know. I don't know about all that. See, here's the deal though. Here's where I give Deion Sanders the utmost credit. He didn't just walk into Kansas like Bill Self did. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like he did it in the streets. He got down. He went. He took over Jackson State, took them to heights they had never even dreamed of before. There, I have a ton of respect for guys that do it that way. They weren't just who took over for Krzyzewski again?
I forgot his name.
Their associate, I forgot his name too. Like he was just handed that.
Yeah, and now he got the #1 recruiting class in the nation.
Yeah, he does.
Handed that. Prime went and did it. That's why, look, and I'm fully prepared for it because I'm a big Deion Sanders guy. One of my favorite players ever. Love him as a coach.
Best cornerback in the history of the game.
Yeah, love him as a coach. Dynamic impact on the games. That's whatever. I love that. Here's Deion Sanders, one of the best athletes we've ever seen, who's made tons of money, that says whatever, and goes in at Jackson State and builds it from the ground up. And has to fight and. I thought that athletic directors across the nation were stupid for not hiring him.
Well,
stupid.
But think about it. A lot of people didn't want what comes along with Deion, which is the theatrics,
media circus.
Wins.
Circus. But
I don't give a shit about that if I'm an athletic director. If I'm an athletic director.
A lot of people can't deal with that.
And that's why, Lindsey, I've always said this. Working in college sports, the most stunning thing I ever talk about with fans, The ego of people in athletic departments
Exactly.
is incredible.
Exactly. People don't know because
Incredible.
they're not seen. They're behind the scenes, but those egos are crazy.
They're worse than coaches.
Exactly.
They're worse than players.
Yes.
Like, it is unbelievable.
Yep.
And I think that a lot of athletic directors wouldn't hire him because they would be threatened that he would be the show.
Yes.
The Alabama's athletic director makes over $1 million.
Yes.
Like, it's huge business. I honestly think that.
Deion would bring so much money to your school.
Oh, he already did in Colorado.
It's crazy.
But a lot of athletic directors don't care. They don't want
Because they're
someone
getting their money regardless.
and they don't want anybody that could supersede who they are a lot of times. Because think about it, the few coaches in college football that supersede everything is Nick Saban, of course.
Right.
There
are very few.
Yeah. So a lot of people don't want that.
No, yeah, 100%. Oh man, we blew the break, didn't we?
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, real quick.
I gotta scroll up. All right, next question. What is your over/under on a non-SEC national championship in the next 5 years?
0.
No way. Come on.
SEC only will
You don't
win.
think Clemson's gonna do one?
No.
Squeak one out?
Clemson's
Florida
done.
State's not gonna squeak one
No.
out? Michigan's not gonna squeak one out?
No.
Ohio State's not gonna squeak one out?
No. If it's anybody, it'll be Ohio State.
Hey, jump past Michigan.
But
Michigan
no,
fans are
nobody.
like that.
There will be no non-SEC. Dude,
USC?
Dude, no. Look at the coaches in the SEC.
Yeah, that's true.
Look at picture the Big Ten, but Lane Kiffin's coaching Indiana. That's what the SEC is.
Yeah, that's true.
LSU's going to get one.
LSU's gonna get one soon.
Bama will get
Another one.
Georgia will get one. Bama will get one. LSU will get one.
And then another random team. Florida, Auburn, Tennessee, one of those guys.
Somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see it, man. Cody Engel, OSU is built to compete with the SEC. Michigan is built to beat Ohio State. That's true.
That's facts.
That is true. All right, next one.
All right, last one, final question for me. What happened to MSU recruiting hope for this season? Come on, man.
I was told.
They got some good pieces over the past couple months. They've gotten a couple 4-stars and
Spenny, you said we're back.
I'm waiting on David Stone.
They got a new
After
locker
last
room.
season.
That is the biggest guy. That is the biggest domino to fall. David Stone, 5-star defensive tackle.
After last season, you told me. Remember? You told me.
I did. And then we lost Keon Coleman, and I went into a deep depression. But David Stone is the biggest domino still left to fall. It's between us and Oklahoma, and he's leaning towards us. If we get David Stone, there's 2 other 4-star defensive tackles that are going to sign with whoever he goes. So.
Okay.
It's the biggest domino to fall.
So is this like
and
for real?
they just offered him a deal that was completely paid by the athletic department, not a scholarship.
Okay.
But everything would be completely paid by the athletic department.
So if they get this dude, then you're back.
And like I said, it's over. It was really bad up until like a month ago, but over the past month they've gotten 3 4-stars, a couple more 3-stars, and it's starting to get there. They're creeping up. It's not as bad as it was, like 40th, which was really bad. But now they're going to crack top 20 here in a second.
Okay. Someone who's one of one. That is Strawberry Fest at Big Boy. It's back. The strawberry hotcakes, a mouth-watering red velvet waffle. Not a breakfast person? That's cool. The strawberry bacon chicken wrap is out there for you. Or the summer splash salad. Don't forget dessert, strawberry pie. It's what started Strawberry Fest at Big Boy. Deep fried vanilla Oreos, strawberry hot fudge cake, all of it. Get to Strawberry Fest. Time's running out, everybody. Get to your local Big Boy today.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience and automatically enter for your chance to win not one, but 2 vehicles of your choice, courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. That's right, 2 cars, one for you, one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime, sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play, and before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Let one of our talented, award-winning stylists make you look handsome and clean. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
Your childhood may be over, but playtime is not. Outdoor Equipment Company is your source for outdoor power equipment, sales, service, and parts, carrying top brands such as Bad Boy, LS Tractor, Steel, and more, servicing the Great Lakes region with locations in Metro Detroit and Greater Lansing. For more information, visit us at OutdoorEquipCo.com. Outdoor Equipment Company, your power equipment playground.
Back at it, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Big Package Friday. Neal, Ruhl, Lindsey, Hunter, BMG, Big Mike Gentry in for Flannel, and of course Spencer Raxter as well. We're falling behind on the clock a little bit. We got to sneak one basketball thing in, and then your calls are coming up next. Big Mike Gentry will take center stage. Welcome to the stage, BMG, Big Mike Gentry. He's got a training camp bucket hat on.
With no camera.
And he's ready to take it off just for you. All right. Let's go. Spenny's Fast Break. 5 questions about the Pistons and the NBA. Here we go.
All right. First question in Spenny's Fast Break. Who is more important to the Pistons team this year, Bojan Bogdanovic or Isaiah Stewart?
Bojan Bogdanovic by a mile. And here's why. Because what he represents, you can get in return for him, Lindsey. Because I think what they're going to do, I don't have any inside info on this, my gut thinks that they're going to roll out, they're going to play their season, and then kind of see where they stack up.
Right.
And if you can move Bojan, you can move him. You can get an asset for him. You can get a first-round pick possibly for him. So therefore, I think Bojan is much more important, because if they're in the mix, it's because Bojan is doing what he was doing. And if they're out of the mix, he can get you a return. Is that fair?
That's fair. I agree with that take, because I think, shooting is at a premium in the NBA, and he can really shoot the basketball. And there are a lot of teams that would trade for him. I heard some rumors that like Golden State was trying to maybe have a run at him, or a couple other teams. So that's a fair take.
Remember that about your point about Golden State, because I think that's going to come back later in the fast break. Let's see. All right.
Next question about the Spenny Fast Break. Who will lead the team in scoring off the bench this year for the Pistons?
Man, is Isaiah Stewart is he gonna start? Right, he's gonna start, right?
We don't know.
We don't know. That's kind of an incomplete question right now, because I think Isaiah Stewart, if he is a bench guy, because what we know, right? We know Bojan, we know Cade, we know Ivy, and we know Duran.
Right.
We know those.
Yep.
So we don't know the rest, I guess, is what we're driving at right now. If Isaiah Stewart's
is Wiseman going to start?
I don't know. I don't know.
So,
if Lindsey Hunter's a coach, is he starting?
Probably.
So then it's Isaiah Stewart, right?
Yeah.
Has to be.
I think it's going to be Alec Burks.
Or Monty Morris.
I like Burks a lot.
I like Burks a lot, too.
Yeah, I like him, too.
You know what he's going to give you, man? He's going to give you 3 threes a game.
Yeah. At a 40% clip.
Yeah.
That's how he's built, it's how he's operated. He'll be another guy, though, that could maybe fetch you something.
I can see them moving him also.
I could see him moving him, too. So I don't. There is no wrong answer, I guess, at this point in time right now. All right, number 3.
Number 3. Will Marcus Sasser start in the G League next year?
Yes.
This coming up season?
This season, yeah.
In the G
Will
League?
he start off in the G League? I hope not. I want him to play. I want him to.
Yeah, but Lindsey, you know this more than most. Monte Morris is who's going to get those.
But I think he could play with him.
Killian's still here.
As of now.
Fair. You see what I'm saying? When you start working backwards.
I understand what you're saying, but I think that the kid is so good. Like, I would love to see him because he could defend, he could score, he can make plays. I hope they make a move and clear up some of that log jam at the guard position so he can get.
Let me ask you this point blank, put you on the spot a little bit, real quick. Is a player better off as the fourth guard? Is a rookie better off as the fourth guard, playing every other game on average, or are they better getting minutes in the G League?
It depends on the rookie. I think that's a fluid question because if a kid he played 4 years of college,
right?
So his preparation is to be a starter in the NBA eventually. You know, I think with his talents, he has that potential to be a starting point guard. So I think he could push for minutes. I think he can push for minutes on, good teams.
Which in your opinion, which one is he better off at? So he's better off on the roster then?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
There you go. All right.
That's fair. Next question of the Pistons and now NBA fast break. Will the Warriors win another championship with Steph Curry?
No. And it's not because of Steph. Clay is not what he was.
That's
like
fair.
it's apparent.
But he'll be back this year. He'll be back.
Lindsey, that ship has sailed, bro.
No.
The Clay makes 8 threes in a game, score 32 in a playoff game. I think that those days are over, man.
I think
and
he
it's
can
not.
still shoot to that level, but I don't
But
think he can be
you
the
can't
level
get
of defender he
open,
was.
and you can't get open to that level.
Neal,
you know what I'm saying? In a playoff game where everything is
With
constricted.
Chris Paul now, though, he's going to get better shots.
And he'll be better this year. Now, you got to think about this, Neal. He came back, and he still didn't get back to 100%.
Right.
He had an ACL, and he had an Achilles. Like, this is the second year coming off of that. This is his first healthy offseason that he can really build because he still was rehabbing last year. So he'll be fine. He'll be back. He'll be closer to the old Clay as he'll ever be.
Well, here's the deal, Lindsey. Here's the deal, Lindsey. Going back to the Bojan thing about the Warriors with Bojan. If the Warriors do that, then that tells you I'm right.
No, because they'll play them together. They play small ball more than anybody. They'll put 4 little guys out there and
mark this one down, everybody. Lindsey and I will come back to this one when the season shakes out. I don't think so.
I think so. He'll, and another thing, Clay he's a legitimate 6'7", legitimate. Like,
yeah. Mason Leach trading Jordan Poole was dumb. He was their best shooter outside of Steph.
Cap. Jordan Poole is a black hole.
No, but here's the thing.
And Draymond demoted him out of his job and contract.
Yeah, but
Go green.
Spartan Dog.
Spartan Dog.
Sag nasty.
But Spinny, he was perfect for that team though.
Yes.
Until the incident happened.
Draymond's more perfect for that team.
Lindsey, there's this too, Chuck Brewer. And we saw this. Warriors have no size. They can't defend Phoenix, LA, or Denver.
Right. That's a problem. That's a legitimate problem.
That's why, and that's another reason they can't win.
I think that was a mistake getting rid of the big fella here. Like they were talking about they couldn't wait, but if they were realistic about their chances of winning the championship, they couldn't win it this year. Like they just didn't have the pieces. So keep the young big and work with them.
Yeah.
I mean, having Andrew Wiggins back will help a lot because he is a guy that can defend all positions. Yeah, but obviously so can Draymond.
Yeah. Dude, you got to have more size to deal with.
Yeah.
Those bigs out there.
You
can't. Jokic is murdering them.
Yeah.
Murders everybody. All right, next one.
It's fair. Final question of the Spenny Fast Break. Give me a sleeper team in each division for next season. So one in the East, one in the West.
I'm just glad it's not Charlotte. Like Charlotte was everybody's sleeper pick all the time. I'm glad it's not them. I'm glad we've all learned our lesson.
Not mine.
With Charlotte.
They never were my sleeper pick.
Chicago always seems to be that chic pick.
Nothing there.
You're going to say the Pistons, aren't you, Lindsey?
Of course.
I know you're going to say the Pistons. It is intriguing, though, right? People forget Cade missed the whole year last year.
Yes, he did.
It is intriguing.
People forget Monty Williams. Like, no disrespect to Dwayne Casey, but they got a coach.
Flint.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, Monte Morris, too. Not even the only Monte they got.
No.
Flint, stand up.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'll allow it, Lindsey. I'll absolutely allow it.
I'm going Pistons East, and I'm going. God, I'm torn in the West. I'm torn in the West with OKC and San Antonio. I'm torn because I think San Antonio is going to make a big jump.
All right, you're calling for it. Tell them about Swiss Insurance, Memo.
I will, because
call in next segment, by the way.
Call in next segment. We'll see if it works.
You keep asking for it. Now it's your turn to deliver.
Swiss Insurance. Planning or sponsoring a golf outing this year? Ask Swiss Insurance about hole-in-one, putting contest, and $1 million shootout coverage. For a very affordable amount, you can give away a huge prize like $10,000 or a new car. Help build your business with big ideas. Check out Swiss today at swissins.com or call Mark at 248-800-4177. That is Swiss Insurance. Make sure you make the call.
By now you know me, Christina Gennari, as the obvious choice in real estate. And you know my website, soldchristina.com, as your #1 resource for buying or selling your home. Myself, along with my amazing staff, pride ourselves on making your home buying and selling experience a relaxing and easy one. Come see why we are the obvious choice. Christina Gennari at soldchristina.com, the obvious choice in real estate.
Hello.
Who's this?
Hey, this is Mr. Kearney, Chief
Corey.
Academic Officer
Corey,
Academy
what do you want to speak about?
I want to welcome you to the brand new Field House.
So
the state-of-the-art facility has a regulation basketball court, volleyball court, soccer field. It can be used for 7-on-7 football. Our K-8 academic features AM, PM, latchkey, small classroom sizes, Learning Street, futuristic media center, free breakfast and lunch, Houghton Mifflin curriculum, academic games, K-8 athletics, and more. Enroll today at academywarren.net.
I got it.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
All right, back at it. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neal Ruhl, Lindsey Hunter, Spencer Raxter, BMG, Big Mike Gentry, and 313-552-6322. I was told the phone lines are good. JB Smoove came running up like it was Ermanni and Edwards. He came running in from the back like Ultimate Warrior into WrestleMania 7. So he's ready to go. You guys are ready to go. Some people have said, we did not ask for this. We did not want this. But people, hey, guys, this isn't my doing here. This is BMG. He said it was good to go. That does not in any way reflect the views of Neal Ruhl, Lindsey Hunter, and Spencer Raxter, but we will see. JB Smoove is here. Let's go to the phone lines. Let's welcome in Corey. Corey, thanks for calling Woodward Sports and Big D Energy. What you got for us today, Corey?
Gentlemen, what's up today?
What's going on, Corey?
Big Package Friday.
I've got. Okay, I want to play armchair GM, but not anything lines related. A couple weeks ago, the morning show discussed the possibility of a Woodward Sports 5-on-5 basketball game. So I want to play armchair GM and tell you what I think how those teams should shake out.
All right.
And what you guys think.
Let's go.
Okay. So at captain, I got to put Spenny and Easy as the captains of the two teams.
Okay.
I mean, who's going to argue with them? Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
We hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So got Spenny at one captain. Sorry, Spenny, but I'm going to give him the final word. So he gets Braylon and Ermanni, and Easy's going to get Neal and D-Mac. I got to split up. Those two shows.
Who's this?
I think the respective ball hog on each of those teams is going to be Lucas Plotz and Juicy. So Lucas will be on Spenny's team.
All right.
Juicy will be on Easy's team. You got to have your lockdown defender. I got JB on Spenny's team. I got Chris on Easy's team. You got to have a good six-man. So I got BMG on Spenny's team, Broder on Easy's team, and off the bench, I got Maz on Easy's team, and I guess Flannel is going to be coming off of the bench and off of suspension. He's going to be on Spenny's team.
All right, Corey, I like it. We'll get some. My instant reaction, Corey, to that is this: definitely Juicy J would be the ball hog because he's about him. He's bougie. He's one half of douche and dork in the morning, so you know he's going to be letting it fly. There is no question about it. No one will ever get a touch as long as Juicy J is around. But I do like the setup. I do like our chances. I would put D-Mac on Braylon. I would.
Yeah.
I think D-Mac would have that angle, and then I would devour Ryan Ermanni. Devour him.
I saw Ryan got a nice jumper, though.
Okay, well, yeah.
He's got a good jumper.
Yeah, when you're wide open and you're standing there in the corner, yes. When you got to work, I will come over every screen. Lindsey, we will go to work.
What were the teams? Was I on the team?
Yeah, you were the captain.
You were the captain.
Oh,
you were the captain. But Corey, I appreciate the phone
that
call.
Means
man.
I get to sauce Maz in the post.
Yeah. So Maz would be on the bench for the Easies. You and Easy were the captains.
Oh, okay.
And then he kind of assigned it from there. 313-552-6322. We got it stocked again?
Yeah, we got Deshaun from Georgia.
Deshaun, calling from Georgia. Thanks for calling into Big D Energy. Deshaun, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going, Woodward Sports Network?
Oh, we're living, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you checking in from Georgia.
Long-time listener, first-time caller, Detroit native down in Georgia. Go Army beat Navy. That one's for you, Neal.
Thank you.
West Point graduate as well.
Oh, nice.
I just wanted to start with the JMO thing that we were talking about earlier. There's a comment that was said towards you that was saying how you could belittle Aaron Rodgers but not JMO, and it just kind of rubbed me the wrong way a little bit.
What you got on it?
So, I like how people try to conflate the injury year of JMO and this very gray area of this gambling suspension and try to conflate that as some character issue out of nowhere, as if that in any way compares to Aaron Rodgers and his diva mentality while he's in Green Bay. Granted, he goes to the Jets, gets happier, and changes it all around, but I just find it to be a bit unfair for our boy JMO.
No, Deshaun, and I appreciate the phone call, man, and thanks for your service, obviously, and thanks for tapping in, all the way down in Georgia as well. And Lindsey, Deshaun brings up a great point because Jameson gets penalized for being hurt in an injury we all saw. And, oh, by the way, that's the only reason he was available to you at 12. Because let's be real. If he catches that ball in the national championship and instead of tearing his ACL, zooms 60 yards to the house again against Georgia, against a defense that had 100 draft picks in the NFL draft. If he does that, he's top 5, probably top 3, and he's unavailable to you. Why do people hold that against him?
Well, people are still holding the fact that he's suspended for the game. People are, you know how people are. When a young guy comes into the league and makes a mistake, it takes him a long time. And when he starts catching touchdowns and zooming up the field, guess what? All is forgotten and forgiven. He'll be our savior now. Oh, JMO was the greatest. I knew he was going to be there. No, you didn't. You thought he was going to be out the league. From everything he does gets publicized. Like he was giving money to kids with water, selling water, and they were, JMO's down in Detroit,
down in the hood.
Right.
Yeah.
So who cares? Hey, let him go out and catch some touchdowns. We'll be all right.
All right, appreciate it, Deshaun. Thanks, brother, for the call. 313-552-60. Oh yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. Thanks, man. 313-552-6322 BMG. Man, you guys they're spinning it over there, Spenmo, in the phone booth.
Oh yeah.
Probably got time for one more here before we cut to the break. We got more action here, BMG. What do we got, man? Is that bucket hat on too tight? What's the story over there, Big Mike Gentry?
His phone was breaking up when I tried to call it in, but he's on.
What?
He's on.
All right, BMG. Who do we got, BMG?
Hello? He disconnected.
This is going.
Oh,
it's going a little better, Spenmo.
We got Chad.
It's Chad. It was disconnected when I answered it, but he's on. Chad.
All right, we got Chad. Chad, what's going on, man? Thanks for calling Big D Energy. How are you?
Can you hear him?
I can hear
there he
him.
goes.
Right, no, we got you. There you are, Chad. What's up, man?
Oh, this isn't Chad. This is Greg. This is Dirty Burrito. How you doing?
Oh, Dirty Burrito. What's up, man? Thanks for calling. Whoever. Dirty Burrito, Greg. Let's do it, man. What do you got for us?
Hey, I just wanted to say I love the show. I love the fact you guys are taking phone calls today. I'm a daily listener.
Thank you.
I was the one that put out the $50 on that NFC North run. Dude, let's go. That's an easy payday in my book. They won 5 out of 6 last year. They're going to do it 6 out of 6 for 6 this year, man. Let's go, Lions. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid.
Hey,
there you
Greg,
go.
Greg, how bricked are you right now? How many hours into your brickdom are you?
I have been bricked since the moment they traded up for Jameson Winston. Jameson. I can't even say their names right now. I have been bricked since JMO, okay? I am so for this. I have a family of Packer fans. I live up in the UP. I have been living in Packer fandom my entire freaking life, and it is so much fun to just watch all these Packer fans hate looking at me with that Lambeau litter box shirt you guys got. Just saying.
Thanks, Greg. Appreciate you tapping in, man. Everybody for calling in. Just walking in, putting it on the table. Bricked. Lindsey, are you not entertained now, Lindsey?
Yes, I am. See,
the people are
I
in?
need more of that. I need more of that. I finally got Spinmo to jump off the ledge, and he's all in. Hey, Dirty Burrito's all in.
Yeah.
More and more people are coming over to think like champions and not like chumps.
You know what my takeaway from this segment was?
What?
BMG's better at this than Sam Flannel is.
I can't hear any of the callers anyway, so I don't know what they're saying.
Oh, okay.
I don't think you actually can hear them when they do go live.
Yeah.
You can only hear them beforehand like I can. But it was literally blowing up because we only have like 4 lines set up on here, back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
It was buzzing. So we'll try and get into it more on Monday. And
You're back in Monday?
Yeah, I am. Is that okay?
We'll do a bricked up call-in segment.
There we
How
go.
bricked are you?
That's fair.
You tell me how bricked you are. We down with that?
I'm down. I'm gonna do shit.
Okay, this guy's been blowing up. We're accepting this last call. This guy's been blowing us up. We're putting him on.
All right, 30 seconds.
I think this was Chad.
Chad, is that you? You're on Big D Energy.
Chad?
Oh, BMG, man. I thought this audio was a lock, dude.
We were told, Chad. We were told.
What did he say?
Yeah, apparently, man. Well, good.
Oh, he is breaking up.
I told you. It wasn't me.
He is breaking up.
It wasn't me,
All
Chad.
right, hey.
Don't blame me.
Chad, come back on Monday.
Yeah.
Tell us how bricked up you are after I tell you about Planet.
Did he just try and disrespect me and then break up on
Get
the
rid,
phone?
get rid of
I
your,
don't know.
Get rid of your cricket phone. Get a Verizon and call
Maybe
back.
I won't accept your call,
come on, Chad. Get
How
on that
was
flip phone.
Yeah.
Spenmo hitting him with the Virgin Mobile plan.
Get off the Virgin Mobile plan, grab Verizon, and call back on Monday, Chad.
Jesus.
That is unfair. That is unfair. You know they lease the same poles, same towers. That's what I'm always told.
Yeah, that's what
they lease the same towers.
Sure they do.
They use Verizon's towers.
Sure they do.
All right, hey. You can't imitate and you can't lease Planet Fitness's gym. Well, I'll say that for you. Well, you can for $1 down and $10 a month. $24.99 for a black card. You roll in there, you own Planet Fitness. All tons of cardio equipment, tons of weights. Anything you want to do is there for you. It's all you need, guys. You don't need a rock wall for $109 a month. That sounds like something BMG would do. All right? Stop it. Trust me, guys, 3 years in the game, I've been at Planet Fitness. I love my time there. I could never go to another gym because there's no reason to. I think that's the highest compliment that I can give Planet Fitness. There's no need to go anywhere else because there is a Planet Fitness everywhere. There's over 50 of them in Metro Detroit. There's over 2,400 of them in the world. Wherever I go traveling, there's always a Planet Fitness. That is all you need, guys. Trust me on this one. Super clean facilities. You can take your shower, the locker room, beautiful, all of it. I love Planet Fitness, guys. You will too. Go to planetfitness.com. You can join there or just pull in the parking lot of your local Planet Fitness. It is Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
At work and at home. We're there with smarter security solutions. featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Like to win $100K Vegas getaway.
Yeah.
Take your closest friends and live it up in the city that never sleeps.
Fuck yeah.
It's the Cintron Energy. Drink it and live it. Purchase a 24-pack today and enter to win the $100K Vegas getaway at drinkcintron.com/Vegas and buy Cintron at your local Meijer store. Cintron, the healthier energy drink with great taste and the choice of people who desire to look good, feel great, and be the best version of themselves. Make sure you go sign up at drinkcintron.com/Vegas.
Final segment of the week. That's right, we made it to the weekend. Well, we got about 5 more minutes we got to get through, and then we have made it to the weekend. Neal, Ruhl, Lindsey, Hunter, BMG, Big Mike Gentry, and of course, Spencer Raxter as well. The phone call, that was the best phone call segment we've ever had on Big D Energy BMG.
Because it's probably the only one you had. But
and I'm not going to say why or why not. I'm only going to state the fact.
That's fair.
That this was the best call-in segment we've ever had.
It's the first one we've ever had, right?
That actually worked, yes.
Yes. I wonder why.
That was my first time ever doing it, so I kind of did it on the fly.
Did you?
Also,
Yeah. Well, I learned from JB like 5 minutes before the show.
I can't comment on that. I'm not going to get into other people's business, Lindsey, Hunter. I'm just going to tell you what happened. And what happened was he executed.
So
that's it. That's all.
Couldn't execute.
I'm saying.
I'm speculating.
Yeah, you're speculating at this point. You absolutely are.
Thank you, Neal. I appreciate kind words.
Man, don't thank me. You're the one that did it. I just sat here and took the calls, man. Here on Mark M. in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread. How about a bricked spam for the 2 to 4 show?
Yeah.
What do you want?
Bricks and eggplants.
Bricked up.
Spam bricks and eggplants in the Ermanni and Edwards chat.
Drop the emojis that you want them to spam so they know.
Yes, fire it away. There you go.
God.
It should all look like this, everybody.
Give me 1 second.
Yep.
So I'm typing out my top 5 anime list.
That's funny. Oh.
No, Alex Merrill, the fire flannel movement has not started. Those things take care. There it is, right there. No, you guys are off to a great start. Corey Berry, Uncle Neal Soft Feet. There it is. Consuming the screen. There it is. Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah. Mike G says the Bottom Word Show featuring Maz is a high-end local show. It's a very fine local show.
So that's what I want you guys to spam in a couple hours, in an hour.
Yep. There it is.
That's funny.
People telling me the Big Ten has officially expanded again.
And I'm going to give a shout out because I'm going over to Chicago this afternoon to hang out with my boy who's the head of security for K-pop.
Okay.
Everybody kids know who K-pop is, right?
Yes.
Yeah, except me. But I guess they're really huge.
They are. Kind of a big deal, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not going to see them, though, but I'm going to holler at him.
All right. Yes, it is official. Oregon and Washington are joining the Big Ten. That's per Brett McMurphy on Twitter. And I don't know this because I'm officially learning about it just as you guys are, but I will. Here's my best guess of what you will see. They will really drag out financial terms because what they don't want people to know is that Oregon and Washington joined at a discount. They're going to pay them less. Probably 60 cents on the dollar.
Yeah,
so we're getting a discount.
We're going to be the Big 20 pretty soon.
Yes. Ruthless.
Yeah, that's not.
Cold world, man. Where else? This is business 101. If you want a Big Mick, you got to see me. That's if you want cash, man, that's what you got to go to the Big Ten. Mm-hmm. And they're the Dons, and they will exploit your weakness right now. They have nowhere else to go, Lindsey. This is leverage negotiating 101. Well, here we'll give you 60% of what we give everybody else. What? Then say no. Okay.
Nah, man. Exploitation. That's all it is.
Sure.
They're exploiting the little guys.
That's what it's all about.
the little guys. Mike G, the Big Ten is better than the SEC now.
Stop.
Easy,
Mike,
guys.
Stop.
Easy.
The SEC got Oklahoma and Texas.
Right.
They're loading up too.
Yeah.
Right.
Burns says, it means they will monopolize the West Coast with Big Ten Network subscriptions. No, it is that. It is that. But it's also they exploited them because they have nowhere to go. So they will get 60 cents on the dollar.
CJ Snyder says, LOL Texas, LOL Oklahoma. Yeah, like fucking Oregon and Washington are that much better. I mean, come on, guys.
Come on.
I don't know. It's still been over 2 decades since the Big Ten's won a basketball national title.
Dang, it's been that long?
Spartan Dogs.
Michigan State Spartans. Flintstones.
That's right.
Last one to do it. Who's the last non-Ohio State team to win a football natty? On their own.
Couldn't tell you.
Minnesota, maybe?
Maybe, yeah. I don't
know. No, I don't know. I can't remember anybody.
So, those are the facts, dude. That's what it is.
See you later.
Oh, yeah. Hey, have a great weekend, everybody. And,
Happy birthday, Pops.
Happy birthday, Danny Raxter. We rose our
Danny
glasses
Raxter.
to you today, my friend. Lindsey, appreciate you, brother.
Yes,
Thanks for
sir.
stepping in. BMG, thanks for stepping in.
Always.
Spenmo, thanks for being you, brother.
Of course.
All right,
Thank you.
we'll be back at it on
Peace.
Monday. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Well, see you later.